Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
This team scored 205 a few days ago. Today have struggled to get to 128. Well, let's just talk about that for a second. They won the game. They've got the 2 points. Lots of positives for Bangalore. But let's call a spade a spade. They should have not let this game go to the last over. This chase should not have gone as far as it did, Harsha.
No, not at all. Not at all. But they got so rocked by that. And then the batting order suddenly goes up and down, you see. Because Shafin Rutherford's supposed to bat 4, Dinesh Karthik 5, Hasaranga 6, Willie as a floater. Willie actually opens the batting sometimes in the 100 or those limited over games where he goes in tongs. Now suddenly your batting order is up and down. It's almost as if you said Dinesh Karthik will only bat after the 15th over. He won't bat before. And I mean, Shahbaz has literally saved that batting order, as Julie was telling you. So they've got a few things to think about till Maxwell comes. I think the moment Maxwell comes, it'll sort of all settle down a little bit more, because Maxwell at 4 will let it settle. So yeah, they've got a few questions, but they've got to say thank you to their bowlers. I mean, their bowlers have delivered them this game.
These are also games. Sorry, G. These are games that sometimes you look at as at the end of the season, and you say, you know what, Bangalore could have lost this game last year or the year before, when things just weren't going right. Even though at 128 on the board, you think they'll win it every time, but when they're in a position that they were in, you know, it's a game they possibly could have lost in previous years. So you tick these games off along the way, and you think, okay, we could have easily been 0-2. We're now 1-1, and let's look at what we can get out of this, and let's give credit to Kolkata bowlers early on. I mean, Saudi bowled beautifully. I thought Umesh was fantastic early on. So let's give them some credit, and let's just take that 2 points. Take the 1 or 2 positives that we've got, a lot of positives with the ball, and 1 or 2 positives with the bat, and let's move forward. But boys, we got 2 points when at some stages in that game with the bat, we probably looked like we weren't going to get 2 points. So it's one of those ones you look back and you think, you know, that's a very, very good 2 points, and they might thank themselves for that a few games down the track.
You know, for Bangalore fans, you've just got to, pause for a second and think about them, because this is such a mercurial team. A couple of days ago, they breezed to 205. Today, they've struggled to get to 130. If you're a Bangalore fan, life isn't easy. But hey, who said life is easy anywhere?
Gaurav, I know people who are both RCB and Arsenal fans.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's hard.
Those are more cloudy days. Those are more cloudy days than sunny days, isn't it?
But RCB have incredible fans, man. They've stuck through this. I mean, sometimes just look at the fans and say, those fans deserve one good season.
Yeah, they do. This could be it, though. I'll tell you. Listen,
could be.
I remember Dooley and me spoke about in the com box and said, with KKR being 6 down, you're lucky to have Billings and Russell batting over there. With 7 down, you're lucky to be having Dinesh Karthik and Harshal Patel batting over there, because we haven't seen much of Harshal's batting. But for the little that you see, I mean, that shot, that little ramp that he hit between the keeper and fine leg for 4, you needed that at that time.
Does Maxwell come into that side for David Willey? Is that what you sort of? Is that what we're thinking? Is that their best lineup?
Or Rutherford?
Oh no, for Rutherford, not for Willey. For Rutherford.
For Rutherford.
I think Hazelwood comes in for Willey if he does.
Hazelwood in for Willey and Maxwell in for Rutherford in that lineup, and that's 2 bowlers replacing. 2 guys who can bowl, replacing a batter and another guy, another all-rounder. So yeah, not bad. I think it strengthens that side up immensely, and it means that the DKs and the Harshals at the back end, and even Hasaranga, he'll win them a game with the bat at some stage. He's very aggressive. That they then bat pretty deep to sort of genuinely to 7, and then a couple of decent hitters, Shahbaz and Harshal at probably 8 and 9, isn't it, in that lineup? So it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like it could be, but it's 10 teams, but it looks like it could be. Talking about Harshal, who was one of the most expensive buys in the auction, had a great day with the ball today. Was around in the end with the bat as well, just as Bangalore fans' heart rates were kind of going up.